Okay, so in the last class, we had discussed about solutions, right?
Okay.
Solutions, then examples for solution, properties of solution, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. Nima, what do you mean by solution?
Ma'am, 1 minute.
Hmm. You have to read your portions whenever, which day it was taken. Okay, Nima?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, then tell me, what do you mean by solution?
Solution.
Hmm.
Um,
Is it a homogeneous mixture or heterogeneous mixture?
homogeneous
Yeah, it's a homogeneous mixture of two
mixture.
or more substances. Okay, that's solution. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, then Gopi Krishna, can you give one example for a solid solution?
Yes, ma'am.
Which one? Give one example for a solid solution.
Ma'am, brass.
Brass. Brass belongs to which category?
Ma'am, solution.
There is a common term for such group of metals. What was that?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
alloy.
Very good. It's alloy. Okay, brass is an example for an alloy. So it belongs to solid solutions. Okay, then Abhishek, give one example for a liquid solution in which gas is the solute. Gas is the solute and water is the solvent. Which one is that? Yeah?
Soda water.
Yeah, it's soda water or aerated drinks, isn't it? Then in the case of tincture of iodine, which one is the solute and which one is the solvent, Shivanya?
Ma'am, solvent is alcohol and solute
Yeah.
is iodine.
Very good. Okay. So then what about the properties of solution, Krishnaveni? Properties of solution.
Ma'am, it's a homogeneous mixture.
Yes.
Then solute particles cannot be separated by filtration.
Then what about its size?
It is smaller than 1 nm.
Nanometer. Nm is nanometer. Okay, 1 nanometer in diameter. Then
Then it do not scatter a beam of light.
yes, very good. So these are the properties of solutions. Okay. Then did you complete your notes till
Yes,
this
ma'am.
portion? All
Yes,
of
ma'am.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If anyone didn't write this notes, you have to complete in this week.
That you have sent in WhatsApp.
Yes, that's it. Then you can also write lecture notes during the class. Okay, that will help to study. Okay, then today we are going to learn concentration of a solution. What do you mean by this? Concentration of a solution. Okay. So, concentration of a solution. It is the amount of solute present in a given amount of solution. It's the amount of solute present in a given amount of solution. If salt is the solute in a salt solution, the amount of salt present in that salt solution is considered as the concentration of that solution. Clear? The amount of solute present in a given amount of solution, it is known as concentration. So in the case of salt solution, the amount of salt present in that solution is considered as the concentration of that solution. If it is in the case of sugar solution, the amount of sugar present in that solution is considered as the concentration of that solution. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then we can divide it, this concentration of solution into two terms. Okay. We can divide this concentration of solution into two terms. Dilute and concentrated. Dilute and concentrated. The amount of solute present in a solution is known as concentration. Okay. It is known as concentration of a solution. And based on the amount of solute, depending upon the amount of solute present in the solution, it can be divided into two categories. First one is dilute. Second one is concentrated. Clear? First one is dilute and the second one is concentrated. Jeevan, what do you mean by this concentration of a solution?
Amount of solute present in a given amount of solution.
Yes, amount of solute present in a given amount of solution. Then which are the two types of concentration depending upon the amount of solute, Midun?
Ma'am,
Yeah, which are the,
dilute and concentrated.
very good, dilute and concentrated. Okay, dilute one and concentrated. Now you can see this image, right?
Yes, ma'am.
From this image, you can understood what this mean by dilute and concentrated. In dilute solution, a little bit of salt is there. Okay, small amount of solute is there. That is dilute. Clear? Then in concentrated one, a lot of salt. Okay, a lot of salt is in concentrated solution and a little bit of salt that is in dilute solution. So dilute solution means the amount of solute is very less. Amount of solute is very less. And in concentrated, the amount of solute is more. Clear? Yes. In this first image, it's diluted one. So a little bit of salt. A pinch of salt is added, right? And in the second one, in concentrated one, a lot of salt is added to that solution. So depending upon the amount of solute present in that solution, it can be called as dilute or concentrated. Okay, this is clear?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All of you? Okay. Then who will read the slide? Alina Varghese, can you please read? Yes.
Amount of a solute present in the given amount of a solution.
First read the heading.
Concentration of a solution. Amount of a solute present in a given amount of a solution
Yes.
depend upon the amount of a solute present in the solution. It can be called as dilute and concentrated.
Yeah, depending upon the amount of solute present in a solution, it can be called as dilute or concentrated. Okay. Then you can write. Dilute means less amount of solute. Okay. Dilute means less amount of solute. Then the concentrated means more amount of solute. Here you can look at this image and feel the difference. In diluted solution, it's very less color, right? Light rose color. When we add the amount of solute more and more, it becomes concentrated and it is in dark brown color, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yeah, depending upon the amount of concentration, this diluted will slowly convert it to concentrated by adding more amount of solute. Okay, so dilute means less amount of solute and concentrated means more amount of solute. Have you completed this one?
Yes, ma'am.
And Leah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and Leah, can you please read this 2 points?
Dilute less amount of solute. Concentration more amount of solute.
Okay, concentrated, more amount of solute. There is one more term that is similar to that of concentrated. It is known as saturated. It is known as saturated. Concentrated, or it is similar to that of the term saturated. We will learn it later. Okay. So you have to note down this word. It is
Ma'am, the other name, no. Saturated.
similar to that of concentrated. That means comparative terms. Okay. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, just wait. Before learning this saturated solution, there is one activity in your textbook. We can read that. Okay. Devon, do you have textbook with you?
Yes, ma'am, I will take.
Can you please read this activity 2.3?
Can you say the page number?
Page number 16, 16.
Ma'am, take approximately 50 ml of water,
Yeah.
each in two separated beakers.
Hmm.
Add salt in one beaker and sugar in one barium chloride.
Okay, sugar, that's
second-
enough. Sugar in second beaker.
With continuous stirring.
Hmm.
When no more solute can be dissolved, heat the content in the beaker to raise the temperature by about 5 degrees Celsius.
Hmm.
Start adding the solute again.
Okay.
Is the
That's enough. So that's the activity. You have to take approximately 50 milliliter of water, each in two separate beakers. Okay. You have to take two beakers and filled it with 50 milliliter of water. Then you have to add salt in one beaker and sugar in the another one. Okay. Barium chloride is another chemical that's not familiar with you, isn't it? Barium chloride. We will learn it later. Okay. Barium chloride is a type of salt, but it's a chemical. It's similar to that of salt, but we are used it in laboratories. That is barium chloride. Clear? This is clear?
yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So we have to take sugar in one beaker and salt in one beaker. Then you have to continuously stir that. Okay. Continuously stir that solution. Then in a stage at which when no more solute can be added. That means if you add more solute into that and it's not dissolved in that solution, that is saturated solution. Clear? This is clear. You have to add sugar or salt into that water. Then you continuously stir that. Yes. Then at a particular stage at which no more solute can be dissolved in that solution, that stage, it is known as saturated solution. That means the solution with maximum amount of solute dissolved. Okay. Maximum amount of solute is dissolved in that solution. No more solute can be added to that solution. It will not be dissolved. Such a solution is known as saturated solution. Clear? This is clear. Yes. Yes, Midun. Tell me. Nothing. Okay. Then the stage before that saturation, that means this time at which you can add any more salt to dissolve that, it is known as unsaturated solution. So there are two more terms, saturated and unsaturated. At unsaturated solution, we can add more solute, and in saturated solution, no more solute can be added because it's already dissolved. It at its maximum limit. Okay. Clear? You have observed that in tea, while you're preparing tea, when it reaches its maximum limit, then you add more solute. That means when you add more sugar, it will be remain undissolved, right? It will be remain undissolved in that tea. That means it reached at its saturated point. Okay, that is mean by saturated solution. Then in this activity, then the next step, when no more solute can be dissolved, heat the contents of the beaker to raise the temperature by about 5 degrees Celsius. Okay, then we are going to heat that saturated solution and add more solute. On heating, it will be dissolved. The saturated solution, in this case of saturated solution, that solute will be dissolved on heating. When the temperature is increased, that extra solute that present in that solution, it will be dissolved in that solution. So there are two types of solution, saturated one and unsaturated one. It is based upon its solubility. Okay, solubility means that solute is dissolved in that solvent. That's it. Before that, we learned two terms, that is dilute and concentrated. Dilute means?
Less solute.
Yeah, less amount of solute, and concentrated means more amount of
More
solute.
amount of
Yes. So this concentrated one, it is similar to that of saturated one. In saturated one also, there is maximum amount of solute, isn't it? And in unsaturated means the stage before it reaching saturation. That means at that time we can add more solute to dissolve it in solution. Clear? Okay, then that's the next one. You can write saturated solution and unsaturated solution. In the case of saturated solution, no more solute can be dissolved in a solution at a given temperature. At room temperature, that means at a normal temperature, no more solute can be dissolved in that solution because it's reached its maximum limit. Maximum solute is dissolved in that solution. That's why no more solute can be dissolved in that solution. Okay. And the next one is unsaturated solution. When more amount of solute can be dissolved in a solution at a given temperature. That means it before reaching saturation. When more amount of solute can be dissolved in a solution at a given temperature. Clear? Then you can add one more point. On increasing temperature, saturated solution becomes unsaturated. That means on increasing temperature, we can add more solute in that solution and it will be dissolved in that solution. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
That's why when we heat that solution with a maximum amount of sugar or salt, it will be dissolved on heating. Mishal, are you there? Mishal?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please read these points?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Saturated solution. No more solute can be dissolved in a solution at a given temperature.
Yes.
Unsaturated solution. When more amount of solute can be dissolved in a solution at a given temperature.
Yes.
On increasing temperature, saturated solution becomes unsaturated.
Okay. Then, Alana, can you repeat these points?
Saturated solution. Normal solution can be dissolved in a solution at a given temperature. Unsaturated solution.
Your voice is too low, Alana. Can you say it a little more louder?
Unsaturated solution. Normal solute can be dissolved in a solution at a given temperature. Unsaturated solution. When more amount of solute can be dissolved in a solution at a given temperature. Increasing temperature, saturated solution becomes unsaturated.
Unsaturated. Okay. Ashmit? Ashmit,
Yes, ma'am.
can you repeat it again?
Ma'am, this one.
Yes. Same points.
Saturated solution.
Yes.
No more solute can be dissolved in a solution at a given temperature. Unsaturated solution. When more amount of solute can be dissolved in a solution at a given temperature.
Okay.
On increasing temperature, saturated solutions become unsaturated.
Okay, fine. So is this topic clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
So we have learned what do you mean by this concentration of a solution, That means the amount of solute present in a given amount of solution. Then we classified the solution into two types depending upon the amount of solute present in that solution, that is dilute and concentrated one. Then we have learned about what do you mean by this dilute. Dilute means less amount of solute is there. And in concentrated, more amount of solute. Then I told you about one term that is saturated, that is similar to that of concentrated. Okay. Then we have learned saturated solution and unsaturated solution. In the case of saturated solution, no more solute can be added or dissolved in that solution at a given temperature. Then in the case of unsaturated, when more amount of solute can be dissolved in a solution at a given temperature. Then on adding, that means for by increasing this temperature, saturated solution becomes unsaturated. Okay, clear? Is this clear? Okay. Then I told you to show the video of filtration in the last class, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now I will show that video. Before that, let me take your attendance. Okay. Adinan,
Present, ma'am.
Agna Maria,
Present, ma'am.
Akhila,
Present, ma'am.
Alan Joy,
Present, ma'am.
Alana Jinson, Alana, yes. Alina Verghese, Alna John, Alna,
Ma'am, Alina is present.
okay, okay. Ansel,
Present, ma'am.
and Leah,
Present, ma'am.
Ashmit, present.
Present, ma'am.
Ayman, okay. Ayman,
Present, ma'am.
Devika, Devika, Catherine, Christo,
Present, ma'am.
Dion, Dion.
Present, ma'am.
Belated happy birthday.
Thank you, ma'am.
Abhinav, Abhinav. Yes, so he was present, right? Abhinav. Okay. Then Evelyn,
Present, ma'am.
Fatima Shisa. Okay, Abhinav. Fatima Shisa, Gopi Krishna, Harsh Singh.
Present, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Harsh, Jeevan,
Present, ma'am.
Jeff,
Present, ma'am.
Gino,
Present, ma'am.
Joseph, Joseph, Krishnaveni,
Present, ma'am.
Midhun.
Ma'am, Joseph is present, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Ma'am,
Please switch on
Joseph.
your video. Yes.
I'm Midhun present.
Then Midhun present. Mishal,
Present, ma'am.
Neema,
Present, ma'am.
Abhishek,
Present, ma'am.
Asin, Asin, Aliya,
Present, ma'am.
Prarthana.
Ma'am, absent.
Okay. Raulgar, Raulgar Roy, Rudra,
Present, ma'am.
Sachin, Safa. Okay, okay. Safa, Salin.
Present, ma'am.
Raulgar is present. Then Safa, Salin,
Present, ma'am.
Sarhad, Shangari Anu, Shivanya,
Present, ma'am.
Shivanand, Shivanand.
Absent.
Okay. Steve,
Present, ma'am.
Surya Narayanan,
Present, ma'am.
Thomas,
Present, ma'am.
Tia, Varada.
Ma'am, Tia is
Varada is
present.
present.
Okay, okay. Vinayak,
Present, ma'am.
Yuvbadna, Saiba. Okay, children, then I will show that video. Okay, you can observe that how that filter paper can be folded to place in that funnel, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
It's a round in shape. Then you have to fold it into half. Then you have to fold it once again. Then it will create a shape of that is suited to that funnel. Okay, that's the method of filtration. Then we just mix that mud water and poured it into that filter paper. The substance that remains in the filter paper, it is known as filtrate. Okay, sorry, it is known as precipitate, and the water that comes through that filter paper, it is known as filtrate. Clear? This is clear
Yes,
for
ma'am.
you? All of you, please switch on your video. Okay, this filtration unit, you can do it as yourself in your home. Okay, as a simple project. There is one such activity in your textbook, page number 30. There's one group activity. You can please go through that. All of you, please switch on your videos. Alan, Tia, Vinayak, page number 30, 30. Take an earthen pot, then some pebbles and sand. Design a small-scale filtration plant that you could use to clean muddy water. You can either choose that bottles, plastic bottles. You can cut that top portion. Then you can invert that top portion on that bottom side.
And page number?
It's in the page number 30. It's not explained here. Just to take an earthen pot, some pebbles and sand, design small scale filtration unit. That's in the textbook. But you have to do like this. Okay, you have to take one bottle, then cut it into two halves. The top portion can be inverted and placed it over the bottom portion. Then you can fill it with pebbles, sand. Then you just add dirty water through that pebbles and sand. It will be filtrated naturally. And the clear water will be obtained at the bottom portion. And you have to not forget to just cut that, to close that opening of bottle. Clear? Otherwise, that sand and pebbles will go through that opening. I will explain it later in the next class. Okay? Then we can do it in our home itself. Okay. Then one more thing. From this year onwards, you have to take seminar. Okay, all children have to take seminar. So we can start from the roll number wise. Okay, Adinan, Agna, Aghila. Adinan, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Then Agna. Agna.
Yes, ma'am.
Aghila. Aghila.
No, ma'am.
No. So Adinan, Agna, Alan Joy.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Alan. Then Alana. Alana. So you four take seminar on the next class. Okay. Then the topics for Adinan, you have to take mixture. Adinan, mixture. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have to take mixture. You can include types of mixtures there, then homogeneous mixture, heterogeneous mixture, like that. Okay, Adinan?
Yes.
Please prepare for that. Then in the next class, we can conduct that seminar. Then Agna. Agna.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to explain solutions. Okay, solutions and examples for solutions. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, then Alan.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to explain the properties of solution. Okay? Okay. Then Alana. Alana. Can you hear me? Okay, for Alana, you have to take the concentration of a solution. If she is not here in the class, Shivanya, can you please inform her after the class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Her topic is concentration of a solution. Okay. Okay, children. So that's about today's class. Before wind up, which are the two types of solution depending upon the concentration, Devon?
Dilute and concentrated solution.
Dilute and concentrated. Okay, then Shivanya,
Yes, ma'am.
which are the two types of solution depending upon the solubility of solute?
Ma'am, saturated and unsaturated.
Saturated and unsaturated. Ashmit, what do you mean by saturated? Yes? I can't hear you. Okay, Krishnaveni, can you tell me?
Ma'am, saturated solution, right?
Yes.
No more solute can be dissolved in a solution.
Okay, okay, fine. So all of you, please read this portion for the next class. Those who taking seminar in the next class also prepare well. Okay, children?
Yes,
Okay, then thank you all. See you in the next class.
Thank
Bye.
you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.